This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. I'm Hal Mayer. If conservative evangelicals fail to participate in midterm elections this November, the restoration of religious freedom and the freedom of speech established under President Donald Trump will end. Family Research Council President Tony Perkins has warned. Perkins was addressing a crowd gathered at the National Religious Broadcasters' 75th Annual Convention in Nashville. He emphasized that the sun is shining right now in America when it comes to our First Amendment freedoms. We need to be wise and act quickly, not only using these freedoms to spread the good news, but also to put in place policies that will protect and promote these essential freedoms. During his time as president, Mr. Trump has appointed excellent judges like Neil Gorsuch, enacted unparalleled pro-life policies, and cut taxes, and is growing our economy, Perkins said, adding that the president is working to restore religious freedom, move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem, and rebuild our military. All of this, he said, is largely thanks to evangelicals who turned out in record-setting numbers to vote for Trump. Evangelicals understood what was at stake and voted, Perkins contended, but the election was not the end of our responsibility, but rather the beginning of our opportunity, first by acting upon it, but also by preserving it. Because of the importance of the evangelical voter, there is an intense effort on the left to suppress their turnout in the upcoming elections by dampening the enthusiasm of conservative voters, Perkins warned. If they succeed and your listeners and viewers get discouraged and stay home in the midterm election, the reform is over, he said. The restoration of religious freedom and the freedom of speech will end. If conservatives and in particular evangelical voters do not turn out this November, one of the first orders of business, if Democrats win the House, will be the impeachment of President Trump, Perkins cautioned. They most likely will not succeed in removing him from office, but they will most likely succeed in stopping what this administration is doing. The left is unhinged, Perkins said, because Trump is not just enacting conservative policies in line with the Constitution. He's steadily dismantling the liberal policies of his predecessor. The left won't be able to jump back in the driver's seat of big government and restart their programs, he explained. They will have to rebuild, and that will take time, especially if they don't have the courts to help them in their activism. This is why every judicial confirmation is a fight. Perkins urged evangelical voters to act upon the opportunity that we have to fortify our freedoms and to ensure government does not try again to quarantine our Christian faith within the walls of our churches. A lot has been done, but there is still plenty to do, he said. The president ran and has governed by the theme, Making America Great Again. But America will only be great again when it has become good again, and that is not government's mission, but ours, followers of Jesus Christ. He added, let's be wise and make the best use of this moment in time, this opportunity. Christian leaders are doing everything they can to maintain the gains conservatives achieved in the 2016 election. The Bible tells us that America will have to become much more religious than it currently is if there is going to be a religious worship law. Will the midterm elections move this prophecy forward, or will there be some stepping back to limit conservative power? Speaking of America, the Bible says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. That's Revelation 13, verse 12. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.